seldom perfect, but I've learned that ready for them, they may not come again.
Sandwich packs a punch, buddy. Extra long Philly cheesesteak indeed.
Yeah,
it's not going to be able to go all 12 rounds with this thing. This thing's putting a pretty good lick into me right now.
You want me to throw in the towel?
No, not yet, buddy.
No?
Not yet. Come back, Gail.
Yeah.
Throw it.
Throw it?
Throw it.
Throw it? Okay. There we go.
You did good, right, Pete?
Yeah, you did fine.
Did good.
Extra long Philly cheesesteak. Sonic's got it, others don't. The great taste of a classic cheesesteak stretched by Sonic. And now swipe your credit or My Sonic card from your car. Only at Sonic.
There's a party over here, so you might as well be here with the people care. Don't hold back the world.
This season, NFL Network invites you to a new football tradition.
With a telecast you'd expect from NFL Network. Great matchups on the run to the playoffs. Only on NFL Network.
The SEC on CBS. Bama battles the 8th-ranked Vols. College football at its best. Next Saturday on CBS.
Tampa Bay just called a timeout. They've got it 3rd and goal at the 2. The base defense, the starters are in for Cincinnati on that side. What do you expect the call to be for Gradkowski and Gruden of Tampa Bay?
Far west right slot, sprint right option. No, I'm just kidding. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to see Bruce Gradkowski roll to his right and throw something quick to Joey Galloway.
One tight end, 3rd and goal at the 2. Blocked by Cornell Williams. It's caught for a touchdown. Alex Smith. How about that drive engineered by Gradkowski?
5 for 5 on that drive, 4 different receivers. He didn't roll to his right, but he works Alex Smith right underneath on a little shuttle route. Great job by Gradkowski getting the ball up and down to his tight end, Alex Smith.
Now for the tie by Matt Bryant. Alex Smith has caught a touchdown pass for the 2nd consecutive game. 6:37 in the 3rd.
Hey, can I see that?
So it seems pretty clear that buying lottery tickets is not a good business plan. That's weird. So, very funny. Let's continue. We got a lot to get through. All right, if we look to the other sectors that we can... Okay, come on, guys.
Want a new job? We've got the most. CareerBuilder.com. A better job awaits.
You shot a 71 last week?
Shot around a 71? You can't shoot around anything. It's your score. It's an exact number.
Excuse me, fellas. Can somebody shoot around a 71?
Who?
Him.
Him? No.
The spacious Cadillac DTS. Ready for your foursome.
I don't fit in out here. I want to be a suicide girl.
These girls aren't suicidal, but they could be homicidal.
This girl's bludgeoned.
Does she look like a normal 18-year-old to you? Let go!
You beat guys up often?
Only when they've hooked up with my girlfriend.
Something tells me we're not gonna like the way this ends.
A new CSI New York, CBS Wednesday.
You're watching the NFL on CBS, home of Super Bowl 41. The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Cadillac and by Budweiser Select, brewed longer for a bold taste that finishes clean. Expect everything.
Both quarterbacks have thrown touchdown passes today. 6:37 to play in the third quarter. We are tied at 7. Alex Smith. John Gruden spent a lot of the offseason trying to invent ways for Smith to be more effective in the end zone. We may have seen some of the fruits of that long offseason for Gruden and the Buccaneers, and the ensuing kickoff into the wind. Chapman from the 7-yard line. He got away from Ernest Graham. And then he was brought down by Antoine Cash across the way. It's a 19-yard return. Now let's see what Carson Palmer has up his sleeve. And 6:31 in the third.
Hey, Coach, you're a fan of the Coors Light Frost Brew Liner, right?
Darn right.
Wouldn't you say it locks in that Frost Brew taste?
I can say it with confidence.
Coach, would you say the Frost Brew Liner rocks?
I think that's probably as well as I can state it. I don't know.
Every Coors Light can is a specially designed liner to lock in that refreshing Frost Brewed taste.
Coach, I started lifting again. Can you tell?
I don't see any changes that would be visible, you know.
Chili's Triple Dipper Dinner lets you choose 3 of your favorite dishes for just $9.99. Southwestern egg rolls, Kentucky barbecue boneless wings, and more. Only at Chili's. Spice-alicious.
Shall we raise our shields, Captain?
At ease, Mr. Chekhov. Again with the shields. I wish he'd just relax and enjoy the amazing picture clarity of the DirecTV HD we just hooked up. With what Starfleet just ponied up for this big screen TV, settling for cable would be illogical. What? I can't use that line?
For picture quality that beats cable, you've got to get DirecTV.
Applebee's introduces Huge Flavor by Tyler Florence.
You gotta try my crispy brick chicken. I take fresh rosemary and olive oil and I sear it right in. Then I pair it up with a phenomenal salad.
Tyler's Huge Flavor, new from Applebee's.
And that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Hey guys, did you hear the news? We moved to 8 p.m. on Mondays.
What?
Our show from now on, it's gonna be Mondays 8 p.m. on CBS.
What show? What are you talking about?
We're characters on a TV show, How I Met Your Mother.
That's the name of a show?
No, I'm serious, listen.
How I Met Your Mother, tomorrow at 8 p.m. on CBS.
I don't hear anything. Yeah, I don't either.
On that great drive by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Cadillac Williams rumbled for 38 yards, part of a well-constructed drive. And look who's back in the game. Shelton Quarles in the middle for Tampa Bay. From the 26, 1st and 10, we're tied at 7. It's Palmer, and it's his tight end, Kelly. Knocked out of bounds by Jermaine Phillips. He's out at the 47-yard line, a 27-yard pickup, and that's only the 4th reception all season for Reggie Kelly.
Well, just when you think Reggie Kelly's going to be in there to block, he runs a good little corner route. He does all the dirty work for this offense. And he allows them to do what they do offensively because he's such a presence, not only in terms of pass protection, but in the running game. It's a good little route by Reggie Kelly.
1st and 10, 47-yard line. Somebody moved.
Ball start. Offense number 53. Illegal snap. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Hijack the center.
Well, you look at the touchdown. Here's Case for Harn. He's got Alex Smith man-to-man. And what Alex Smith is going to do is he's just going to go up and run a little China route. And this is just a little too much for Case for Harn. He thinks he's going to go to the flat. He overplays it. Now when he comes back underneath, all he can do is try and grab him. Great route by Alex Smith.
With the penalty back to the 48-yard line, 1st and 15. And this is Rudy Johnson. Look at him breaking tackles and finally brought down in the secondary by Jermaine Phillips and Brooks. That was a battering 12-yard run down to the 40-yard line.
Kevin, he's not going to break a lot of long runs. He's not a pretty back, but he's a durable back. And we talk about if you give him 20 or more carries, he's usually going to find a way to get you 100 yards.
2nd down and 3. Almost intercepted by Jerron Bolden. He's picked off 9 in his career. He just about had number 10 right there.
Boy, that would have been a big play for the Bucs. Bengals starting to move on the plus side of the field, and he reads it all the way. Carson never really sets his feet. He's really throwing off of his back foot. Late with the throw. Bolden sees it all the way, just can't pull that one in.
Here's our first change on defense. A fifth defensive back brought in, Torrey Cox for Tampa Bay. Chapman becomes a receiver. 1 of 4. Washington is in there as well. 3rd down and 3. Hushmanzada on the move. Watson in the backfield. That's caught by Antonio Chapman. He's got the first down, slanting inside. Tackled by Cox. He beat Brooks, and there is a flag down at the 40-yard line.
Offside defense in neutral number 95. Penalty is declined. The play results in a first down.
That is Chris Hovan who picks up the penalty on the defensive line for Tampa Bay on this drive, and answering what the Buccaneers just did with the touchdown pass. 27-yard pass to the tight end Kelly. A 12-yard run by Rudy Johnson. It's 1st and 10 at the Buccaneer 30-yard line. Base defense in there for the Bucs.
And he must have seen something he didn't like, trying to change the play. Maybe a run here.
It is Rudy Johnson. There's a block by Hushmanzada. And a tackle made on the play by Ryan Neese. 24-yard line, gain of 6.
Kevin, what impresses me the most right now about Carson Palmer is he does such a good job previewing fronts. And he knows the looks that they're looking for and that they want in the running game. And he really is an asset to Rudy Johnson. He gets him in the best place, and he's not running him into overloads or blitzes in the weak side or strong side.
No changes either way. 2nd down and 4. It goes off to Hushmanzada. And he is brought down by Quarles. 21-yard line, gain of 3.
And believe me, Rudy Johnson appreciates that. He appreciates the fact that Carson Palmer has his back and he's trying to get him the best looks.
3rd and 1. Well, they've stopped play on the field. They're going to measure. You know, we always talk about the quarterback making calls at the line. But the center makes a lot of calls too. Now you got this kid Guycheck in at the center as opposed to Steinbach. Tell me the differences there and the importance of the center on the line.
Well, that's unsettling, and that's been a problem, Kevin. You know, we talked about Richie Bram, their 13-year veteran. They never had to worry about that. He made all of the calls, not only in terms of the pass protections, but the run game rules. And now you have Guycheck in there. Now, let's be honest, Guycheck hasn't had many reps this week because they decided to make the change with Steinbach. So that's a problem, and hopefully he can sort it all out. Hopefully he's a smart enough guy. He's a young player. They think he's going to develop into a good player, but right now hopefully he can make all those calls and sort it out so Carson Palmer can worry about just dropping back and taking care of things on the back end.
And remember, the left tackle Levi Jones is out with the knee, so Steinbach has gone from center to guard. Whitworth, the rookie, is at left tackle, and Guycheck is back in there as the center, 3rd and inches. Palmer takes it himself and looks to have accomplished the first down to the 19-yard line.
It's that surgically repaired knee's holding up pretty good if they have him running quarterback sneaks.
You know, he's become a leader. When John Kitten is signed with the Detroit Lions, I think there's been a growth spurt, don't you, in Carson Palmer and his voice on this team?
I think so. I think it was easy for Carson Palmer when he had John Kitten over his shoulder, kind of like a big brother. And he helped him in terms of running the team and the discipline, but now it's on Carson's shoulder. He realizes this is his football team, and it's his time to shine.
1st and 10. Rudy Johnson cuts against the grain. Simeon Rice brings him down. Gain of a yard to the 19-yard line on a drive that began back on the 26. The big plays. 27 yards through the air to the tight end Kelly. 12 yards on the ground by Rudy Johnson.
Well, they need to tighten things down defensively. The Buccaneers starting to let Rudy Johnson and this offensive line start to wear on you, start to lean on you a little bit.
The starters are out there for Tampa Bay on defense. 9th play of the drive, 2nd down and 9. Here comes Rice, held by the rookie Whitworth, outside to Hushmanzada, pushed out of bounds by Neese. And they mark him out of bounds at about the 20-yard line, so he loses a yard on the play.
You just watch Carson Palmer He never flinches. He doesn't panic. He understands the protection. He moves around a little bit, buys himself some time, and knows just where his outlet receiver is, T.J. Houshmandzadeh on the sidelines.
How about Whitworth? He started a couple weeks ago at left guard against Cleveland. Now he's at left tackle. And he began the game at guard. 3rd down and 10.
And Kevin, that's very difficult to start flipping things over in your mind. Everything changes in terms of the run game assignments and the protections, and that's very, very difficult and unsettling for a lot of those linemen.
And there's a timeout taken by Tampa Bay. That is the first, and tomorrow on CBS, all neighborhoods have secrets. But this one in Miami forgot to bury theirs. Don't miss a wild new episode of Monday's #1 show, CSI Miami, only on America's most watched network, CBS. It is a Tampa Bay defense, which is not a rugged defense. It is more fast, and I think that's the reputation they've got league-wide.
Well, it's a battle of girth and brawn versus speed and quickness, and I think that, you know, the Buccaneers defense is built on penetration. It's a one-gap football team. They want to get upfield, and that's what Monty Kiffin believes, and he drafts players that have great quickness and the ability to penetrate, and that's what you're seeing. Now on the flip side, the Bengals, they're a bruising football team. They want to pin their ears back and run the ball down the hill with Rudy Johnson. And so it's going to be a battle of wills here as we head into the 4th quarter to see who can hold up and who can win that battle along the line of scrimmage.
Each quarterback has thrown a touchdown pass today. It is 3rd and 10. They need the 10. There are 2 tight ends in for Cincinnati. The 3rd receiver is Kelly Washington. Watson in the backfield. Good block by Whitworth. Incomplete downfield, looking for Houshmandzadeh. Coverage by Will Allen. And so it is 4th down. The Buccaneers hold him out of the end zone and relegate the Bengals to a 3-point try.
Well, Carson Palmer's fortunate here. You watch his footwork and you watch when he sets his feet, whether or not he's putting enough weight, he's transferring enough weight on that left foot there, on that left leg. But a little indecision in the pocket. Doesn't seem completely comfortable for me just yet.
Here is a 38-yard try by Shane Graham. Cut by 4 other teams in the NFL. Here he is with the Bengals. And this is for the lead, and he gets it, and it is 10-7 Cincinnati with 2:29 to play in the 3rd quarter. Coming up next, Larry Johnson and the Chiefs will take on Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers. Meantime, the Dolphins will take on the Jets. Chargers will get after the 49ers. Check local listings here on the home of Super Bowl 41, CBS Sports.
Kevin, 2 things that jump out at me. The Buccaneers miss a field goal. Whether or not that's going to come back, and then they're only down to 1 timeout. We talked about the timeout situation and how that's affected them last week. Whether or not that'll be a factor later on, we'll see.
And we want to thank the MetLife Blimp for providing today's aerial coverage of all the drama below. Look for Snoopy 1 and Snoopy 2 when they pass through a town near you. So Cincinnati gets the 38-yard field goal, and they go up 10-7. It's Marvin Lewis, who has done a lot of things for this franchise. And we told you at the very top of the show, he probably single-handedly has just given them a new feel, a breath of fresh air since he took over 4 years ago.
Well, it wasn't a very desirable place before he arrived, but he's really turned around the attitude and expectations of really everyone in that organization. He's done a great job for the Bengals.
Graham to kick off. And Pittman will leave it in the end zone. So a touchback to the 20-yard line. Let's go to our studios in JB.
Kevin, if I can steal your expressions, T.O. has done a number of things single-handedly as well. These are the positive variety, though. His 2nd touchdown reception in 6 minutes and 32 seconds from Drew Bledsoe. Let's scratch the conspiracy to deny T.O. the ball. Dallas on top, 17-6. Back to Kevin and Rich.
And how about Drew Bledsoe with that touchdown pass, becoming the 12th player in the history of the NFL with at least 250 touchdown passes. Congratulations to him. 1st down and 10 from the 20-yard line for Tampa Bay. 2 tight ends. Galloway couldn't get it. The coverage applied by the rookie Jonathan Joseph. It is incomplete. Another trip to New York in our studios in JV.
And another trip down the field go the Eagles, trailing 17-3 to the Saints. McNabb, play action, hooking up with Reggie Brown. Poor tackling by the Saints. Brown turns it into a 60-yard jaunt to pay dirt. McNabb's 7-touchdown pass for 30 yards or more. Eagles have narrowed the gap to 7. Back to Kevin and Rich.
That's the third-rated quarterback, the #1 offense, and McNabb has thrown at least 2 touchdown passes now every game this season. 2nd down and 10 outside. It's Gronkowski to Galloway. Get out of bounds by Landon Johnson along with Joseph. It's a gain of 2 and spot him at the 23-yard line.
Well, the rookie, their first-round pick, Jonathan Joseph, was quick to close there. I think he's going to be a good player. And they like him. They like his athleticism and his speed, and they feel like he's a good tackler. And that's what they're looking for. Marvin Lewis is looking for some physical play from that cornerback position.
5 in the secondary. 3rd and a long 7. Pittman in the backfield.
Another audible here, Kevin.
Hilliard is the 3rd receiver. Gronkowski. Oh, and it's on the money, and it's caught by Galloway, and he's got a first down to the 33-yard line and tackled on the play by Deltha O'Neal. On 3rd and 7, he picks up 11 yards.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Let's go to New York.
Nip and tuck affair in Atlanta. Giants trailing by 4. Eli Manning hooking up here with Jeremy Shockey. 2-yard strike. Caps an 11-play, 91-yard drive. 17-14 Giants. Back to Kevin and Rich.
Eli last week, James, was 23 of 33 in that win over Washington, 19-3 on 1st and 10. A quick handoff by Gronkowski and a 2-yard gain. Carved up the middle by Cadillac Williams. Miller at the bottom of that pile along with others for Cincinnati. 93 rushing yards today for Cadillac Williams.
Yeah, he's had a much better, more efficient second half. And he's busted some runs, but that's what they need. This offense needs Cadillac Williams to have the type of year he had a year ago. And you see the comparisons between Williams and Johnson. Both of them have had better and more productive second halves.
Hecko is on the defensive line. Gathers is on the defensive line with Thornton and Justin Smith. 2nd down and 8. Good time for Gronkowski. Almost picked off by Deltha O'Neal on a pass intended for Joey Galloway at the 45. Gronkowski's thrown 1 pick already today.
Well, it's the same throw that he threw last week for a touchdown. A little corner route in between the 2 deep coverage. He's trying to stick it in there. It's a good job by a Pro Bowl corner, O'Neal. He knows he's going to give up the flat route and peel back for the corner route and try and make that play. A good job in space by Deltha O'Neal.
In the secondary, they've got O'Neal, James, Joseph, Williams, and Case Fahar. 5 back there for Cincinnati. 2 tight ends. It's 3rd down and 8. Williams in the backfield. Here comes Justin Smith. There goes a low uncatchable pass to Cadillac Williams, who is covered by Landon Johnson. So they're going to punt the ball.
And here's a perfect example of a case where John Gruden guessed wrong. They're anticipating blitz. They keep a number of blockers in, and there is no blitz. And so what happens is he only has a couple receivers out on the route, and he's got nowhere to go with it. Now he's trying to find an outlet, and that's just a question of guessing wrong in that situation.
Antonio Chapman is deep back, and Goodwell's punt is away and into the wind. 13-yard line, Chapman. Oh, what a great tackle by Torrey Cox. He is a terrific special teams performer. There is a flag down at the 40-yard line. And Cox, who is a one-time terrific high school running back in Miami, showed some of that speed on that play.
Flag. Ineligible member of the kicking team downfield, number 90. Cincinnati is elected to take that at the previous spot. 5-yard penalty, still fourth.
Lou Adams getting caught up on the sideline.
You know, look at his right hand. Do you think he's ever going to let go of that face mask? It's fortunate he got away with one right there, Blue Adams. This game's important to these guys, Kevin. This means a lot to both teams, but obviously the Buccaneers You know, since 1970, only one team, the 92 Chargers, who finished 11-5, made the playoffs after starting 0-4. So they realize what's at stake here, especially to the Buccaneers.
And the other thing, too, is, Rich, they've lost to every team in their division so far. They lost to Atlanta, Carolina, and last week to New Orleans. There is very little room for error for the rest of the year for Tampa Bay. Defending champions of the NFC South. Chapman again from Bidwell at the 25. Oh, and they're on him again. This time it is Blue Adams with a 45-yard punt and a 1-yard return. Calvin Pearson is getting up slowly. A look at Gradkowski. Take CBS Sportsline with you wherever you go on your current internet-enabled phone. Access breaking news and in-depth stats. Get expert video, live scoreboards, and even manage your fantasy team. Click on mobile at CBSSportsline.com. Well, there's Paul Hackett, the quarterback coach, a guy you also learned under in Kansas City.
They actually brought him out of the booth a couple weeks ago. They felt it was important to get him down the sidelines and help the young quarterback sort through the pictures and all the different looks.
26-yard line, 1st and 10 for Palmer. Blocked by Whitworth, buys his guy time. Incomplete. Hovan was covering the running back, Rudy Johnson. Each quarterback has thrown a touchdown pass. The difference, a field goal from 38 yards.
The Duke rape case could turn on what she says on 60 Minutes.
Is that true?
No. Plus, the 3 accused teammates tell their story for the first time tonight.
CSI, CBS Thursdays.
Be the first to get the all-new Moto Crazer. Available now at Alltel Wireless.
Awesome, man.
It's your birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, yours is on me.
Oh, thanks. Actually, it's all our birthdays. That's how we all met. Kind of like a birthday club.
Really? Brooke, come on. What are the chances that all of their birthdays are on the same day as mine? Okay.
Grab a friend and a $1 sausage biscuit or sausage McMuffin with egg sandwich, or maybe a juicy double cheeseburger or tasty McChicken sandwich. Open late, many 24 hours.
When I flew in space, I saw firsthand that American innovation could conquer any challenge. And now we need to use the power of American innovation to make our country independent of foreign oil. We need to commit ourselves to produce alternative fuel from sources like ethanol. We can do it, and we will.
Bill Nelson, fighting for Florida. Always has, always will.
I'm Bill Nelson, and I approve this message.
And we start the 4th quarter here in Tampa with NFL MVP Rich Gannon, Kevin Harlan. 10-7. The Cincinnati Bengals coming off the bye. 2nd down and 10 from the 26. Rudy Johnson. Tied up by Hovan and by Derek Brooks, and a gain of 4. Spot him at the 30-yard line.
Well, Chris Hovan absorbed that tackle there. That's one thing. Rudy Johnson has a low center of gravity, and when he gets his shoulder pads over the ball, he can deliver a blow. He caught Chris Hovan off guard there on that one.
Torrey Cox will become the 5th Tampa Bay defensive back. Watson in the backfield, 3rd down and 6. Washington is the 3rd receiver. Chapman is the 4th.
Number 65, 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Well, you look at these 4 cross looks. This means danger. You see Derek Brooks up in here. He's trying to bait you, but where's the pressure coming from? It's coming from right here. And that's what was going to happen in that situation. The blitz was coming. Derek Brooks has shown it to you. It's going to come from the other side. And a veteran guy like Carson Palmer, when he sees those 4 cross looks, he knows this is a blitz zone team. They want to attack the guard bubbles, and he's very, very aware of that.
It's 3rd down and 11. Chapman has been taken out. Kelly, the tight end, has been put in. Still 5 remain in the secondary. Good block by Anderson. Thrown away by Palmer. There is no yellow on the field. And it is an incomplete pass, and Palmer is furious. Cincinnati's got a punt.
Well, he's complaining about the defensive holding.
On the head. I think he thinks that Booger McFarland got him across the helmet.
Deep to receive.
All right, the punt now coming up from Larson. Hilliard back inside the 35. Tampa Bay is going to get some pretty good field position here. Brad St. Louis with the snap. Low, returnable punt. Ike Hilliard. Held on to. And a nice play made by Cincinnati special team player Andre Frazier. 13-yard return. 13:42 in the 4th.
With more trucks on the road with 250,000 miles than any other brand, there's nothing tougher than Ford F-Series.
Hey, Jack. Dad? That looks like my old truck.
Well, now it's your new truck.
Bold moves. They happen every day.
When you want to finish with truly healthy hair, where do you start? Right at the source, the scalp. Introducing the totally reinvented Head & Shoulders. The Hydra-Zinc formula contains 6 times the moisturizers for your scalp and hair. It's healthy and beautiful, so eliminate up to 100% of visible flakes and start at the scalp for truly healthy hair. And now, take a rejuvenating escape with new Ocean Lift from Head & Shoulders.
CBS Tomorrow. All neighborhoods have secrets. This one forgot to bury theirs.
What these people are doing, they deserve to die.
Where'd you dig that up? Gary Logan's backyard.
You don't know what it's like to lose everything.
I've lost everything.
Do I have your attention now?
A new CSMINE, CBS Tomorrow.
Winds have been recorded at 172 miles per hour.
We're here to get you out. What is their greatest risk?
They can all be saved.
Cincinnati just punted. Great beginning field position. In fact, the best today by Tampa Bay. At the 46-yard line of Cincinnati, lining up with 2 tight ends, is the quarterback, Gronkowski. Rookie out of Toledo, 6th-round pick. He's got a touchdown pass today. Hands off to Williams. There is a block by Allstott. And he submarines to about the 40-yard line. Brought down by Williams. Also hit by Brooks in a gain of 5.
Kevin, so much about playing the quarterback position is being able to process information clearly and efficiently. Understanding situational football, where you're at in the field. In this situation, you get the ball at the 40-yard line. You're down by 3. The worst case, you make a first down or 2, you're in field goal range. The thing you can't do in this situation is take a sack or have a turnover. And whether or not you got the line of scrimmage and you're thinking that way, I just don't know yet with the young quarterback.
Starting defense is in. 2nd down and 5. There's a hit by Brooks and by Smith, and Cadillac Williams picks up 2 to the 39.
And Kevin, the game goes so fast, and there's so many different things. People coming on and off the field, the defense making changes. And what you want from your quarterback, the most important thing, forget the arm strength, forget the athleticism. I want a player who's a good decision maker. I want a player who realizes that every time he touches that ball, he holds the fate of the entire organization in his hands. I want him to make good decisions, and so far Bruce Gronkowski has done a pretty good job of that today.
1 tight end, 3rd down and 3. No changes defensively for Cincinnati. Gronkowski. Incomplete. Alex Smith was in his sights. He was covered by Case Fajarn, and it's 3 and out for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
And these are the throws you have to hit. You watch Alex Smith, he'll come into your screen. He's wide open, and there's a little confusion there. Alex Smith, he was thinking he was going to sit down in the hole, and Alex Smith started working out the back. And in all honesty, as I look at it, he probably should have sat down. If you're open in the hole, just sit down. Don't confuse the young quarterback.
Tough thing here is they squander good field position. Now you let your defense do something. Can he keep this in? He cannot. It goes into the end zone, which really ticks off coaches. You think, can you get it between the 20 and the goal line? 39-yard punt, 12:08 to play.
The owners are anxious to sell.
Baby, can we get a waterfall in the bedroom?
Anything for my babies.
What about the pool?
We can put a gazebo in the middle of it with dolphins. We'll take it.
The asking price is $5 million. Do you have financing in place?
Yes. We have a lot of financing in place. There they go.
Monopoly is back at McDonald's.
Oh.
You could win $50, $5,000, up to $5 million.
Where's Mama gonna stay?
The guest house is 100 yards away.
In the guest house.
I think it happens to a lot of guys over 50. See, I was always going during the movies and hating to stand up, going during a presentation and hating to stand out.
For you this afternoon.
And once I got there, I had trouble going, and I was going 3 times a night. I said to my doctor, I have a going problem. He said, you have a growing problem. It's not your bladder, your prostate is growing. See, I had an enlarging prostate. My doctor prescribed Avodart.
Most medicines only treat symptoms. Avodart, with time, actually shrinks the prostate and improves urinary symptoms.
So I can go more easily when I need to go and go less often.
Only your doctor can tell if your symptoms are from an enlarged prostate and not a more serious condition such as prostate cancer, so have regular prostate exams. Avodart is for men only. Women should not take or handle Avodart due to the risk of a specific birth defect. Tell your doctor if you have liver disease. Rarely, sexual side effects, tenderness, or swelling of the breast can occur. Call your doctor today. Avodart for your growing problem.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by FireDog. Now available at Circuit City. For all your home theater installations, PC services, and more, the experts at FireDog are ready to help. FireDog, call and we'll come running. And by Ford F-Series, built for bold moves, built Ford tough.
Each quarterback has thrown a touchdown pass today. Tampa Bay just put it out of the end zone. Touchback to the 20. Palmer in the Bengal offense, 1st and 10. Good time. Oh, and look at that catch. What a sensational crowd. It's Chad Johnson who beat Jerron Bolden to the 29-yard line. And an electrifying 51-yard pass completion.
And Kevin, they're not even going to give him a chance. Carson Palmer's running up to the line of scrimmage. You got another one dialed up. And you just watch this move. He gets right up on him. Now once he sees the ball, watch the separation. It's a great job by Chad Johnson.
What a reception. Kelly Washington taking Johnson's place. 1st and 10, 29. Almost picked off by Bolden. A pass intended for Washington, incomplete, and I think he pulled a hamstring. Washington is on the ground for Cincinnati at the 13-yard line.
2nd down, 10.
You know, the interesting thing about that pass to Johnson, in the Cincinnati papers this week, all they were talking about was that his longest pass completion reception all year, 18 yards.
It was just a matter of time, Kevin.
11:25 to play in the 4th.
Introducing the all-new Extended Length Expedition. Now with more than twice the cargo space behind the 3rd row.
Dad! Hey, son. Man, I wish you guys could be here.
Yeah, well, we do too.
It's a long way, I know.
Well, let us know how it goes.
Okay.
Let's go.
Bold moves. They happen every day.
When it comes to being a better football fan,
Nothing beats Sprint NFL Mobile. You can watch exclusive game highlights of all your favorite players. Like Peyton Manning. That guy's pretty good, if you like 6'5", 230-pound quarterbacks, laser, rocket arm. With NFL Mobile only from Sprint, you get customizable alerts and real-time stats on your favorite team. Maybe like Peyton Manning's team, maybe.
Switch to Sprint. Try it risk-free for 30 days. Sprint. Power up.
NFL Network means football 24/7 with a great new lineup of shows. NFL Game Day. Deion Sanders and Steve Mariucci join Rich Eisen for the best highlights of every NFL game. NFL Replay. Re-airs of the week's 4 best games. NFL Total Access. Marshall Falk joins the crew for coverage of all 32 teams. And this fall, NFL Network has live NFL games. Bryant Gumbel and Chris Collinsworth call the action. Only on NFL Network.
Help me.
America's football hero.
He's the top college quarterback in the country.
So he can't be a rapist?
Versus LA's toughest DAs.
The games begin.
So we kick his ass. Now you're talking.
Your boys are going down.
Sharp. New episode CBS Thursday after CSI.
After the injury timeout where Kelly Washington was carted off the field into the locker room, it's 2nd down and 10. Chad Johnson is back in. He was just taking a breather. Rudy Johnson. Bushman's on it with the block, but it does not stop the linebacking core of Tampa Bay from making the stop. Ryan Neese holding Rudy Johnson to a gain of a yard to the 28.
Well, Ryan Neese and his linebackers did a good job today. Shelton Quarles, Derek Brooks, they've made a lot of tackles either at or behind the line of scrimmage in the running game.
Torrey Cox becomes the 5th Tampa Bay defensive back. It is 3rd and 9. Antonio Chapman becomes the 3rd wide receiver for Cincinnati. Watson is in the backfield with the tight end Kelly. They need the 20-yard line. Palmer low, uncatchable, looking for Hushmanzada. You know, that is huge that they held right there because they've still made it a 1-score game. They're going to hold them to a 3-point try. That was a big defensive stand for Tampa Bay.
It was a big stand. And the other thing is, Kevin, they're getting more push from the front 4. They're getting more penetration. They're getting upfield, and they're forcing Carson Palmer to get that ball out of his hands before he's ready.
So the 51-yard pass to Chad Johnson gives them this field goal range of 47 yards. The Buccaneers have blocked 2 field goal attempts this season. And that is going to sneak in. And 3 more on the board for Cincinnati. 10:34 to play. Palmer gets 3. Now it's all eyes on Bruce Gronkowski.
Coach, wouldn't you like to lose that suit and tie and crack open a cold Coors Light?
Oh, sure. Oh, sure. Yes.
I mean, we all think Coors Light is totally refreshing. Yeah.
Yeah. I think a number of people are beginning to come to that conclusion.
So why drink any other beer?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Taste the cold of Coors Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL.
Coach, a little help with these empties?
Oh, sorry. I certainly haven't come here to, to clean house.
You're on a mission to get an amazing new TV this year, but you want to be absolutely sure you pick the right one. Circuit City makes it simple.
I guess you're just what I needed.
That's because we've got thousands of online customer reviews that rate the hot new stuff. And right now, get no interest till 2008 on all TVs $299 and up. Plus, save up to $400 instantly on all TVs $499 and up. Only at Circuit City.
I was making room for my daughter's swing set. I was playing in the dirt.
I was taking the ponies out for a ride.
When you hit that 250,000-mile mark, you'll remember exactly where you were in a Ford F-Series. Because with more trucks on the road with 250,000 miles than any other brand, there's nothing tougher.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Sonic. It's not just good, it's Sonic good. And by Dell, business solutions designed for one company in mind. Yours, Dell, purely you.
And tonight on 60 Minutes, the Duke rape case from one of the dancers and the 3 accused teammates telling their story for the first time. 60 Minutes tonight. Followed by new episodes of The Amazing Race, Cold Case, and Without a Trace tonight on CBS. Again this season, America's most watched network. Graham has it teed up at the 30-yard line. Buccaneers, in the history of their franchise, have never returned a kickoff for a touchdown. Michael Pittman is inside the 5. Into the wind. This kick goes. From the 4, Pittman. Nice stop by Hernandez Jones. 13-yard return to the 16-yard line. And here comes Tampa Bay.
Kevin, field position is always important in a football game like this. And you want your return unit to get the ball out past the 20 and give yourself a little bit of breathing room. Very difficult to take the ball from this part of the field and drive the length of the field and score a touchdown. Very difficult to do it consistently in the National Football League.
Starters out there defensively for the Cincinnati Bengals, 1st and 10. Gronkowski gets a block from Olstad. That's a terrific catch at the 28-yard line with the tackle made by Miller. It's Anthony Beck who makes the grab. 12-yard gain and a Tampa Bay 1st down.
Kevin, the impressive thing is there's no hesitancy when you watch Gronkowski. The ball comes out quick. He makes his decisions, and he's willing to pull the trigger and live with the consequences. And I like that in a quarterback.
2 tight ends are taking out Allstott. They got Smith in the game. 1st and 10, 28. It's a catch by Joey Galloway right in front of Torrey James to the 40-yard line, and a quick hitter for 12 again. Following the 12 by Becht, and there's James coming up limp.
And you know, he was hurt earlier in the game, and he's trying to stick it out, gets back in there, and just not able to really do anything. It looks like it's a groin possibly, but tough to put his foot in the ground and cut.
So Joseph, the rookie, is in on that far corner. It is 1st and 10 at the 40. 2 times.
Another audible here, Kevin.
What did he go to? He's on the run. Down he goes. Tapped by Johnson. Picks up 4. Flag is down. Late hit at the 44.
The defensive penalties absolutely going to drive Marvin Lewis out of his mind. This is just nuts. It's insane. Trying to win a football game on the road against a team that's battling for their lives, and you're doing this. You're giving them a chance, and you can't do that in the National Football League. And one of the things you saw Gronkowski audible there, what'll happen a lot of times is some of these veteran defenses will see the quarterback audible, and then they'll audible out of their blitz. It's called audible zone. You'll see it a lot in the National Football League.
There's no foul for necessary roughness. The quarterback slid forward, and the hit was not unnecessary and not rough.
So what he's saying, he went head first instead of feet first.
Right, if you go feet first, you essentially give yourself up, and then obviously the defenders can't come down and tag you down or be physical with you. Anytime you go head first, and you're no different than a running back.
3 tight ends. Jolly has come in. 2nd down and 6. Good fake to Cadillac. And outside to Williams. And a great stick made outside by Landon Johnson. No gain on the play. A terrific linebacker play.
Kevin, this is the same play they ran last week for the big completion versus New Orleans. He's going to sit down Joey Galloway. He has him in the hole, and he loses him because he turns his back to the line of scrimmage. He's late with his head. But look at Galloway. He's wide open in here, and he never sees him. And he's got an option there, Joey Galloway. He can either take the post if the safety bites, or if the safety stays deep, he has the ability to hook it up, and that's what he did there. Good read by Joey Galloway. Bad read by Bruce Gronkowski.
Kewan Ratliff is in as the 5th defensive back. 3rd down and 7. Hilliard is in. Pittman is in. And Gronkowski, he's got to get to the 50. Here comes Ratliff. Oh, he dives, and he may have gotten the 1st down. They mark him. He should have enough. I think they've given him a very good spot on a 7-yard run by Bruce Gradkowski. Ratliff with the stop.
And Kevin, this type of effort can really ignite not just an offense, but an entire football team. Just watch him out here. Now watch him at the end. He knows where the sticks are. Watch him dive and extend that ball. That's a great play by Bruce Gradkowski.
John Gruden told us on Friday, I need a quarterback with presence who gives some charisma to that position.
Well, he's looking for someone to step up and take control of this situation. You know, they've had 6 starters in 4 years here with Gruden, and he said, it's insane. It's a recipe for disaster, and we need and we want some stability at that quarterback position.
Gradkowski grew up in Pittsburgh. He idolized Dan Marino, who's a second-day pick. And the interesting thing was Tampa Bay did not play their hand. No one knew the Buccaneers were going to draft him. But they did with a lot of behind-the-scenes work from the 51st and 10. Cadillac Williams. Oh, here comes the other Williams. Madieu Williams, who throws him for a loss of 5 back to the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a great play by the Bengals defensively, and that's not what you want on first down. You watch Cadillac, they have a little bounce play, and what happens is you get penetration. And penetration is devastating to an outside run, and once that gets upfield, then the guards and tackles can't get outside, get those angles on their pulls, and it makes it difficult for them.
Still 5 in the secondary. Gathers has come in on the defensive line for Cincinnati. There are 2 tight ends, and Williams in the backfield on 2nd and 16. They need the 40-yard line. Oh, look at this. He's going deep and looking for Clayton, who is covered on the play by the rookie Jonathan Joseph out of South Carolina.
Well, this is a staple throw in the West Coast system. He's going to have a slant and go. You'll have a seam route, and you'll have a hitch. Now, he's going to read the safety, and it's actually 2 deep safety, and he should probably be throwing the wide departure hitch. But he gets stuck inside, and he's got nothing down the field late. That's one of the things that quarterback coach Paul Hackett says, never throw the ball down the middle of the field late. Bruce Gradkowski has to learn that. Take the completion, the easy completion on the sidelines.
3rd and 16. 5 defensive backs, and again they need the 40. Oh, almost picked off by Joseph on a pass intended for Galloway at the 36-yard line. And the Buccaneers have got to punt the ball, wiping out pass plays of 12 to Beck and 12 to Galloway earlier in this drive.
And that's the hardest thing for a young player. You just never know when you're going to have an opportunity. And he has an opportunity here. He's got good protection. The ball comes out a little high, and he misses Galloway. He has a chance to hit him on that dig route in the hole.
Chapman is deep back, and here is the Josh Bidwell Tampa Bay Buccaneer punt. Oh, gets off a beauty. Hang time of 5 seconds, but this will also go into the end zone on a punt, sailing 55 yards.
Kevin, he needs to get some Bellotta balls with some spin on them. I'm just telling you. Just banging them in the end zone.
Well, I'm looking for a flag, but I don't see it on the field unless it's on the sideline. But a flag has been thrown.
During the kick, holding, the receiving team, number 57. 10-yard penalty, retained possession, first down.
Well, we told you both quarterbacks threw touchdown passes today. As you take a look at the happenings in this game, this was a 33-yard beauty to T.J. Hushmanzada as he beat Rondé Barber. This terrific 51-yard run by Cadillac Williams set up that short 2-yard touchdown pass to tight end Alex Smith. That was 51 yards, and that went to Chad Johnson of the Cincinnati Bengals. And they got a field goal out of that.
Well, if you ever need a 3-and-out from your defense, it's right here. 6:33 to go in the game. Down 13-7. This defense has to deliver in this situation.
From the 10, 1st and 10. Starters out there defensively for Tampa Bay. They've got an extra offensive tackle on the left side. The handoff goes to Rudy Johnson. And he is pulled down on that line by Simeon Rice. They are putting Stacy Andrews at least on that last play, as an extra tackle on the left side.
And that's just where they ran, Kevin. Get that extra big guy over there and try and run Rudy Johnson downhill on their unbalanced line.
Now Andrews will leave. Kelly Washington is out with the hamstring, will not return. 2nd down and 9. Rudy again. Melted by Nice among more Buccaneers, and a gain of about a yard near the 12-yard line. Clock is approaching 5.5 minutes left in regulation.
And one of the things that the Buccaneers have done a good job today is they talk about this is a gap control defense, and everybody's responsible for one gap. And between the front seven, whether it's the defensive line and the linebackers, they've all done a good job taking care of their gaps and forcing Rudy Johnson to have to bounce runs to the outside where you have safety help.
5th defensive back put in by the Buccaneers. Watson in the backfield. 3rd receiver is Chapman. 3rd down and 8. Shuffle pass. Watson. Wims saw it. No gain on the play. In fact, a loss of 2 back to the 10 as Ellis Wims makes the stop, and they hold him to 3 and out.
Kevin, we talked about how important that was here. Now you got Joey Galloway back right around midfield, and hopefully he can field a punt and get you some positive field position and put your offense in a chance where they have in a position where they have a chance to win this football game.
Kyle Larson will punt, literally in the shadow of his own crossbar. Galloway at the 45. The Brad St. Louis snap.
Oh, he's got a chance here, Kevin.
Returnable punt again. Galloway, 45-yard line. Remember, Mark Jones is injured, so Galloway took in his place, and he was tackled by Hernandez-Jones again. Hernandez-Jones undrafted with a terrific defensive play on special teams. 46-yard punt, 2-yard return, and here are some of the game points early in the game that you told us about these two teams today.
Well, we talked about making Bruce Gradkowski beat you. He hasn't yet done that. Been fairly efficient, just the 1 interception. And then the Bucs defense, they've given up 329 today, just 277. They've played a lot better. They're keeping them in this football game.
Buccaneers have a single timeout. They got it 1st and 10, 46-yard line. Starters in there defensively for Cincinnati. Here comes Smith. High and almost picked off. It was over Galloway's head, and Joseph had a hand on it. Incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10.
He ought to be thanking Joseph right now because that would have been picked, and they got a break there. Bruce Gradkowski's got to see throws, and he can't hope. He can't hope that if he throws it to an area, Joey Galloway will come down with it. You got to see throws and make good decisions, and these last couple throws by Gradkowski have scared me.
2nd down and 10. The Cincinnati team is tough on the road. 9-2 over the last 11 road games, and 2-0 this year away from Cincinnati. Again, 2nd and 10. Cadillac Williams. And hit by Ahmad Brooks, starting for the injured Brian Simmons. A gain of 7 on the play to the 47.
And that's a good decision. He needs to do a better job of finding his checkdowns. You get the ball in Cadillac Williams' hands, he's liable to make a guy miss and maybe go for 10 or 12. So now you give yourself a situation. You hit the check down. Now you give John Gruden a chance to make a call on 3rd and 2.
Gathers has come in on the defensive line. Kewan Ratliff has come in as a 5th defensive back. Ike Hilliard is another receiver for Tampa Bay, and it's 3rd down and 3. Caught by Michael Clayton. He's got a 1st down. He was grabbed by Williams at the 32-yard line on a pickup of 15 yards.
And he went right to Michael Clayton. When you're throwing slant routes as a quarterback, you love a big target, and that's what Michael Clayton is. And Gradkowski does a nice job putting this in position. He almost kicks out of it. That's a great tackle by Williams, but a great throw, great location, getting him into the transition of the run.
2 tight ends, Smith and Becht. Pecco is now on the defensive line for Cincinnati, 1st and 10. Here comes Justin Smith, and down, there's a fumble on the play. A flag has been thrown. Gathers has the loose ball. That would be the second sack on Gradkowski.
Kevin, I was just going to say the ball at the 32-yard line. Just realize and understand the situation. You got to be smart here.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 9 of the defense, stuffing the quarterback to the ground on his head. 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
We've seen Gathers do it, and now we see Justin Smith get called for it for Cincinnati's defense.
Well, he just holds the ball here too long. It's got to come out. You can't take a sack, and I don't see the penalty there. He's just trying to bring the guy down.
I don't see it either. Unless it was the extra drive of his helmet in. Then he holds him right there, getting up, and that's when the flag came in, but that wouldn't have been the call.
I'm a big proponent of the rules protecting the quarterback, but at the same time, Justin Smith and this defensive line, they're playing their hearts out. They're trying to make a play. They got the quarterback, and all they're trying to do is bring him to the ground.
I didn't see it. I did not see it. But the problem is, doesn't matter what we say, it's what they saw down there, and they did see it.
But you hate to lose a game. You got a sack, you got him pushed back, and now you get the penalty. You put him in the 25-yard line. You hate to be the Bengals and lose a game on a penalty like that.
They're going to bring back in Sam Adams and Robinson. They're going to take out Gathers and Pecco on their defensive line. The ball's at the 25. Cincinnati has a season-high 10 penalties right now.
Kevin, you're in 4-down territory. Bruce Gradkowski got plenty of opportunities, plenty of chances. Just no interceptions and no sacks.
2 tight ends and the running back, Pittman, a receiver atop your screen. Base defense for Cincinnati. Gradkowski caught by Pittman and tackled on the play by Case Fahar at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 10 and close to a first down with 2.5 and the clock ticking left in the game.
I like Michael Pittman. He gives you versatility in your offense. He's out there wide. He runs a hook route. I mean, not many halfbacks can do that. He returns punts and kicks. I mean, he can do it all. He's a great player, a great add to this offense.
The starting defense is out there for Cincinnati. It looks like the Buccaneers are going to take this to the 2-minute warning on a drive that began with some pretty good beginning field position. The 46-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They let it go to the 2-minute warning. Well, will the young rookie quarterback be able to pull this one out? He's down 13-7 to the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh, hey guys, there's a better way to phone for less. It's called Vonage.
Is that the alarm?
Get unlimited local and long distance for just $24.99. That's a savings of up to 50% on your phone bill. Sign up now and get 1 month free.
I think we lost him.
Vonage. One smart decision among many, many stupid ones.
Sweet. Vonage.
Call 1-800-989-4VON.
This is a lot of food.
Steak, egg, and cheese burrito.
And there's tots in there, and onions, and green peppers.
I know.
It's no normal breakfast. It's like a breakfast. Like a breakfast. Wow.
Yeah, wow indeed.
Wow. Breakfast.
Steak, egg, and cheese burrito. Sonic's got it, others don't. Loaded with thin sliced steak, it's the hearty way to start your morning. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
Ford Super Duty, the most capable pickup in America. Bold moves, they happen every day.
IBM presents a special look at the NFL. Off to their best start in 20 years, the Chicago Bears are the first 5-0 team to lead the league in both scoring offense and scoring defense since 1964.
CBS Tuesday.
Chick fight!
Getting engaged to 2 women
2 fiancés. That a Marine thing?
can be hazardous to your health.
We are not food for worms. It's the flies and beetles that feast upon us.
A revealing new episode.
Wow, it's just like Chippendales without the bow ties or muscles.
NCIS CBS Tuesday.
We're at the 2-minute warning. Tampa Bay is trailing 13-7. The Buccaneers are driving. They've got it 1st and 10 at the Cincinnati 15. They took over at their 46 with 4:21 left. Upcoming is the 6th play of the drive. Pittman is a receiver at the bottom of your screen. 2 tight ends. Gronkowski throws it away. Wisely throws it away. It is 2nd down.
That's got to happen quicker. That decision, that thought, it has to happen quicker for Bruce Gronkowski. That was too close. Now, John Gruden's got to be careful with his play selection here. He knows the situation. It's 4-down territory. He just has to be smart. They have the ability in their system, Kevin. They have a check with me package where they'll actually call 2 plays in the line in the huddle. And they'll get to the line of scrimmage. They might call the blitz beater first, and then maybe the cover 2 beater after that, or the next play, and let Bruce sort through it.
2nd down and 10. Gronkowski caught by Galloway, who is grabbed by Caleb Miller. We welcome those of you watching Buffalo Detroit with Rich Gannon, Kevin Harlan. Each quarterback has thrown a touchdown pass. That's the rookie out of Toledo, a 6th-round pick for John Gruden, the Buccaneer coach, Bruce Gronkowski. Marvin Lewis has had a lead most of the game. Right now at the 8-yard line, it is 3rd down and 3. Tampa Bay has got a timeout. The clock is ticking at 1:16. The rookie cornerback is out there, Joseph, for the Cincinnati Bengals. 2 tight ends for Gronkowski. He hits Allstott. He drives into Delta O'Neal and out of bounds at the 5-yard line. He's close to a 1st down. There's a flag back at the 16-yard line.
Tripping. Offense, number 79. 10-yard penalty is still 3rd down.
Cincinnati, although that penalty was on Tampa Bay, the Bengals have had 3 personal foul penalties on their defense in this game, one of which came on this drive, which kept the drive of the Buccaneers alive.
And you have to think, Kevin, that was really away from the action. It was a turn or a slide protection where they were turning the line to the left, and Gronkowski was moving to his right. You have to think whether or not Mahan even had to do that in that situation.
The Buccaneers missed a field goal earlier in the game of 43 yards at this end, and if that were the case, had they made that, they'd be going for a tie. But as you know, right now down 13-7, they have no choice but to get in. 3rd and 13 here. Here comes John Thornton. Here comes Smith. Pass is caught by Pittman. He's down to the 9. It's a gain of 9 on the play. The ball will be placed at exactly the 8-yard line.
Another nice job. He gets outside the pocket. He just buys himself some time. A good job in the scramble drill. Pittman makes himself available there, working along with the quarterback in unison. Gives himself up for a big completion. But, Kevin, the difference in this game, in my opinion, so far has been the penalties on both sides of the ball. Cincinnati's put themselves in some bad situations with some personal fouls, and that tripping call there, and that part of the field in this situation is devastating.
Buccaneers have just burned their final timeout in a game that has seen Gronkowski throw a touchdown pass at 2 yards to his tight end Smith, and earlier in the game, Carson Palmer nailed a 33-yard strike to T.J. Hushmanzada.
You know, the interesting thing is, John Gruden, the head coach, and defensive coordinator Chuck Bresnahan, they spent 4 years together in Oakland. They worked on each other's staff, and I asked Chuck Bresnahan, I said, is it easier to call a game against Gruden? He said, well, geez, he knows me just as well as I know him. Now, what's going to happen in this situation? You have a 4th and 4. Is he going to blitz him here, or is he going to play coverage? And that's the big question. That's the million-dollar question that John Gruden's trying to figure out, and he's hoping that he's put his quarterback in a situation where he's got an answer.
There are 2 tight ends with Pittman in the backfield, 4th and 3. It's Crawford. Oh, he dropped it to Clayton, get across. There's been no signal. Incomplete pass. Michael Clayton had it and dropped it. It is incomplete. That was 4th and 3. And now they're going to discuss, did he have it enough to make a football move and cross the plane and get in for 6?
Yeah, and I think he had possession.
Did he make a football move, though, and cross it for the Buccaneers?
It's whether or not he...
Remember, under 2, you cannot challenge. Tampa Bay is out of timeouts. They've ruled it incomplete.
We'll definitely review this one upstairs, Kevin. You watch Gradkowski. He's just waiting for Clayton to come back underneath. And it looks like it's a question of whether or not they're going to call that possession, but I think he has it. He had it on his shoulder. Now he's reaching out. He's trying to extend it over the goal line. And to me, that's a football move.
Well, they've ruled it incomplete on the field. Now it will be looked at upstairs.
Well, here's the official that can see it best. Whether or not he saw him transition from the ball from his shoulder pads to that movement where he stuck it out across the goal line, that's the decision. I don't know if the official actually saw that. It's amazing, you know, you work so hard all week, and it comes down to this for both of these football teams.
Wow. The ball popped out once he hit the ground, but he had crossed the goal line already.
I'll tell you what, I think they're going to give that one to him.
I think they are too.
I think he has it. He's got it up around his right shoulder pad, and now he's trying to take two hands and extend that ball across the line. And now once it crosses the line and he hits the ground and it comes out, that's insignificant. That's a touchdown. You see the two quarterbacks are talking about it. Both these guys have worked so hard all week, and it's amazing. You see the maturity and the composure of Carson Palmer and the inexperience and the newness of it all in Gradkowski.
Mike Carey is our referee today and spending all the time he needs underneath the hood to watch the replays that we have shown you. The ruling on the field is incomplete. They cannot challenge under 2 minutes. And it wouldn't have mattered anyway because Tampa Bay was out of timeouts. But this is all initiated from upstairs in the press box and the NFL crew here.
Well, it looks like you think that they had a 60-second rule, and it's been more than 60 seconds. And maybe it's not glaringly apparent to the crew, but
this place is going to go bananas either way. Listen to this.
After reviewing the play, the receiver had control, 2 feet down, and extended in for the score.
Kevin, you just got the sense when we talked to John Gruden the other day, he believed in this football team. He told us, we're going to win this game. They came out and played with a lot of energy and a lot of emotion today.
For the lead. Rookie Bruce Gradkowski has thrown 2 touchdown passes today. This one may have won it for the winless Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
And Kevin, it's amazing what a win like this versus a good Cincinnati football team can do to the morale of your football team. It can turn an entire season around, and that's a great, great decision.
Rookie quarterback Bruce Gradkowski, as we welcome another audience down here to Tampa, has just thrown a touchdown pass that was ruled initially incomplete on the field. We're under 2 minutes, so it had to be reviewed upstairs. It was, and Mike Carey, our referee, said he had caught it. His feet were down, he crossed, and it was a touchdown reception. And the extra point makes it 14-13 now. Cincinnati has all 3 timeouts and 35 seconds on the 4th quarter clock with which to work.
Well, Kevin, really their only chance is a big return in the kicking game. You'd hope you can get the ball out to the 40-yard line and give yourself a chance to throw a couple of balls down the field, use some timeouts, and maybe get yourself in field goal range.
Kickoff from Matt Bryant. With the wind, Antonio Chapman is deep back for Cincinnati. Three yards deep, he'll take it out. And get out of bounds near the 27-yard line. Led over there by Rondé Barber of the Buccaneers, a 30-yard return. Carson Palmer will have 30 seconds with which to work, and again, 3 timeouts remaining. Buccaneers have blown a couple of fourth-quarter leads the last 2 games. Can they hold on here? Chapman is the 3rd receiver. Torrey Cox is the 5th Tampa Bay defensive back.
Kevin, they're going to keep everything in front of them now. They're going to play that 2-deep coverage and force Cincinnati to throw the ball underneath.
It's 1st and 10. That is caught by Hushmanzada. He was belted by Jermaine Phillips. It's a 19-yard pickup. He's to the 47-yard line. The clock is at 22 seconds, and a timeout has been taken by Cincinnati. They get a big gain, 2 timeouts remaining. 22 on the clock. The Bengals on the move, down by 1.
Well, just a great throw by Carson Palmer. Sees that 2 deep and sticks it right in there in between the seams.
In their last 2 games, the Buccaneers have lost fourth-quarter leads. Week 3 against Carolina. Panthers' John Casey had a 46-yard beauty with 7 seconds left. Then last week at New Orleans, Reggie Bush returns the punt 65 yards, giving the Saints a 24-21 win.
Well, they've had some heartbreaking losses. They have not been able to finish teams out in the fourth quarter. But John Gruden told us on Friday, hey, we're close. We're not that far away, and a big win like this could turn our season around.
5 in the secondary. Chapman, the 3rd receiver. The tight end, Stewart, is a 4th receiver. 1st and 10. Blitz on from Rice. Pass is incomplete. And Simeon Rice really altered the concentration, got up in the grill of Palmer.
Yeah, and they didn't even get a body on him. And that's, you just can't do that with Simeon Rice. He's your best pass rusher. A little confusion up there in the front. They brought some extra defenders inside, and it really freed up Simeon to get a free run at Carson Palmer.
Watson is in the backfield. Stewart is the tight end back there too with Carson Palmer. 2nd down and 10. 18 seconds left. 2 timeouts remaining for Cincinnati. Here comes the blitz again. Palmer is down. Timeout Cincinnati. 10 seconds left. Bengals have a single timeout remaining. As we take you to our CBS studios in New York with JB.
Hey, Kevin, the New Orleans Saints won 3 games all of last year. Here, winning this one in the last 3 seconds of the game, a 31-yard field goal by John Carney, knocking off the Eagles. The Saints move to 5-1. Philly drops to 4-2. Back to Kevin Harlan and Rich Gannon.
Terrific finish there, JB. We're having a terrific finish here in Tampa.
Kevin, Monty Kiffin, the defensive coordinator of the Buccaneers, he's just not going to sit back. He's pressured Carson Palmer 2 plays in a row. You got to pick your poison. Either you sit back and you let Carson Palmer have some time throwing the ball downfield, or you take your chances and you bring the blitz. And that's what Monty Kiffin has done twice. Now I would anticipate in this situation, maybe laying back and playing coverage.
It's 3rd and 18. 13 seconds remaining. They've stuck a little bit of time on the clock. Chapman is the 3rd receiver. That is caught. Hushmanzada makes the grab. Tackled by Barber. 43-yard line and close to a 1st down. Timeout taken. The final timeout burned by Cincinnati. Back to JB in our New York studio.
And what Pittsburgh feels is a must-win game. Kevin, take a look here. Willie Parker capping a 7-play, 73-yard drive with that 3-yard run. That happened on the opening drive. Pittsburgh taking the league, and many of you will see this game. Pittsburgh up 7-0. Kevin and Rich.
All right, thank you, JB.
Kevin, Carson Palmer has such command of this offense in the situations. When you watch him, his throws, he makes a throw, and then you see him start taking off downfield, trying to find an official and getting a timeout. The players understand what's going on around him. He's got a great understanding of all the situations.
Rich, with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to try a field goal. Now, in pregame warmups, Graham was making him from 51. He missed twice from 53. This will be a 62-yard try. There is a crosswind.
And Kevin, he's got enough leg. I mean, I've watched his kickoffs today. It's not unrealistic to think that he can't make this.
62-yard field goal for the win. No way. The winless Tampa Bay Buccaneers are winless no more. A game-winning touchdown pass by their rookie quarterback, Bruce Gronkowski. For Rich Gannon, Kevin Harlan saying so long from Tampa.
Did you get it all?
Yep. Tommy got your Nuggets Nike on extra Christmas.
Tampa Bay's love affair with Bruce Gronkowski is growing by the minute. The rookie leads the Buccaneers to their first win of the season.
As for the Buccaneer defense, the swarm was back, and they finally sealed the deal. Sports Zone is ready to bring you between the lines and behind the scenes right now.
Live from the ABC studios, this is Sports Zone. Now for the Bay Area's most complete recap of the day's sports action, here's Al Keck and Tom Corrin.
All right, Buccaneer fans, it's taken 5